Well, this is new. Where am I? What am I doing here again? Honestly, that's a good question. I mean, it looks like I'm in court, and if I'm correct, this might be Key Corp's video, so I'm assuming this is Ace Attorney? So I guess I'm taking charge for Phoenix, right? And I guess if that's the case, you can just call me Phoenix Stone. Well, one of the big questions I ask you first is why does it specifically have to be destructive capability and not attack potential? You seem to be big on the idea that one's attack potential could be higher than their destructive capability, so why is it that way for Dragon Ball and not Naruto? I also gotta point out, you picked a very convenient time to start caring about Whis' statements. I mean, you have specifically said just because Whis stated something doesn't mean it's true. If that was the case, then any universal state given by Whis would be valid. You also seem to be forgetting the fact that Ki can both be suppressed and can be controlled. You seem to be assuming a few things here, Mr. Ki. That one, that when you die, that your Ki just randomly explodes, and two, that the explosion that would cause would be your minimum amount of power, or maximum. Probably know that could very well be the minimum. For example, it takes time to charge up very powerful attacks, like Vegeta's Gatling Gun and Goku's Kamehameha. I think that's something we should take into account here. Again, what are you basing that off of? The only thing I know about as far as attack potency and destructive capability is from the power levels, where they specifically state that in order to destroy a certain thing, you need a power level of this, such as to destroy the moon, destroy a planet, and all that. At no point are we referenced to anyone's attack potency in Dragon Ball, so to sit here and assume that destructive capability is equal to attack potency here is just headcanon. That level of sass will get you everywhere, my friend. Good question, and the simple answer is no, they're not. To say the two are equal, or like saying Frieza and Cell are equal, is definitely even worse, because there's so many more arcs between Fusamasu and Moro that it's almost ridiculous. We're counting, on top of my head, Broly and the Tournament of Power. So, not a whole lot, but still more between them than Frieza and Cell. I'm not a big fan of the has to be done in one shot to be that level argument. Like, as I said before, like, what if it can be done in two shots? Or what if somebody can destroy everything inside the universe? There are no boundaries for the universe, so if you destroy everything in the universe, theoretically you have destroyed the entire universe. So, it's definitely weird to say it has to be done in one attack. May I point out that this whole video has been based off one statement, which itself could be considered very vague and very questionable. It gives us nothing to go off of, and in order to get to the area that you had, you both have to ignore basic power scaling and have to assume that destructive capability is equal to the attack potency in Dragon Ball. Now, normally I'd stop the video here, but I'm going to let Ken actually finish up the rest of this here for this next segment. Hi, it's me. Yeah, I wasn't originally gonna do this part here, but I saw that last segment and thought it was very coincidental. Yes, I might do this format a little bit more. I kind of enjoy it. But in case this wasn't you taking shot at the Discord server itself, then sorry for the confusion. If this was, in which case, stop crying. You got caught multiple times starting fights, arguing with people over not even arguments, like no one cares about the disagreements. It was fun to have these disagreements, but you were sitting there responding to death threats and giving death threats and death wishes. That's not cool, and I didn't ban you from my Discord, you just kind of left. As far as muting, no one ever muted you in VC. You just never were willing to join, which is stupid because I'm going to call out the fact that that's pretty much just like making a phone call. And I don't believe for 1 second you weren't allowed to make phone calls in the place that you live in. It's something I let go for the fact that you seem like a reasonable person. I don't feel like pushing this stuff on people, but yeah, if you want to come up with excuses, better come up with a better one than I can't make phone calls. Again, if this wasn't you taking shots at me or Ivix, then fine, but if it was, then I would ask that you check yourself again on that one. Well, that will be it for this video. This is Ken out. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.